All right, hey, real quick, it's Durran, and I'm about to run into a dealership here and do some consulting. Ooh, juicy mouth, some consulting, some training, and some coaching. And so what I want to give to you right now is, I know many of us in the auto industry, especially when I've been in your shoes, whether you're setting appointments in the internet team or if you're a salesperson on the floor, you run into these times where it gets real difficult, right? You know, it's a struggle. Like you're in that, you're just stuck in the middle. And if you are, here's a little nugget that I want to give you, okay? First, look at your pipeline. If your pipeline looks a little small, that's where your issue is. And so you need to just start throwing as much as you can into that pipeline to get you going. So what do I mean by this? So say in your CRM, if you're looking at your active leads, whatever you have, whatever system you're using that has your prospects, you need to make sure that you're classifying those real quick. So you need to put them in categories. You know, so my boss that I used to work for when I was on the retail side would call it CBA, C being hot, B being warm, A being cold. Now, why that way? I mean, you can easily do ABC, however you want to do it, but you need to classify hot, warm, and cold prospects. First thing you need to do is, like, who are my hot prospects? And those hot prospects need to be people like people that you talk to on the phone, like you had a phone up, you had a contact recently, they visited your dealership recently, you set an appointment with them, they just have not bought, but there's just something that's missing, something that you need to do to get them to show up, or either to deliver to them. Okay, so if that number is small, like if you only have one or two, now you need to go to your warm people. Now you're gonna have to go to people that said they're a week to 2 to 3 weeks, 1 month out, and you've got to build urgency and figure out a way to get them to move into that hot category. So how do you do that? There's different things that you can use. Like, so right now, let's say it's September. So one thing that you could do is reach out to those people like, hey, you know, I know I talked to you a few weeks ago and you said that you want to kind of hold off until the whatever model comes in, or till 2021, but I wanted to throw something out there. We actually got some incentives right now where we can have our payments pushed out till 2021, or whatever finance incentives you have. Or you can talk about the trade as, you know, I got to thinking about it, you could hold off, but if you wait till 2021, you've actually lost another year off your car, even though the years are based on models. But think about different things that you can do. Another thing that you can do to kind of get into your pipeline a little bit more is go through your sold customers. Call your sold customers up and be like, hey, I want to help more people similar to like yourself, you know, because you're great to work with. Who comes to mind that I could talk to? Or you can go to your service drive. The low-hanging fruit that I really love, so I'm going to finish up with this. If I was in a dealership now, and if you had access to this, and you could ask your coach, your sales manager there, like, hey, can you give me a list of people that bought from here a few years ago that are paying an interest rate in the low teens to upper teens? And he would say, why? Because those people you can really help. Say they've had their car, they've still been paying on it. If you call them, odds are you can save them a ridiculous amount of money on interest right now. And the way that you do it, you just call them and just say, be real with them. Like, hey man, I speak with Tom. Hey Tom, this is Durran over at ABC Motors. How you doing? Hey, I was calling because, you know what? You were on my mind today because I want to help some people. And you are somebody that's on the list of people that I believe I can help. Our records show that, you know, just a few years ago, you purchased a vehicle and you had to pay a rate a little bit higher than what you probably wanted to pay. Is that right? Of course they're going to say yes. And most importantly, do you still have that vehicle? The odds are they still should have it, and you might want to ask that question early on, but if it shows in the CRM that they've got it, you're going to be good to go. And the next thing you do is just about, look, I'm not into the whole pressure sales thing, but I am into the whole helping people. And so what I wanted to see is, like, if you have some time, I'd love to see there's an opportunity where I could help lower your interest and save you a ton of money, because your hard work has paid off. I love that line. I'm saying your hard work has paid off and you deserve a reward for it. Worst thing the customer can say, I'm not interested. Best thing they can say, yeah, tell me more. When can I show up? We don't try to sell cars on the phone. We just be like, good, let's set you up for a financial consultation, and we'll go from there. So I hope you receive that. Didn't mean to go long, but I'm about to go in here and drop some dimes, but I wanted to drop a dime in this car real quick with 173,000 miles, baby. Yeah, there's a reason, because I'll explain that later. But anyways, take care. Have a good one. Go get it.